doesn't love a good TikTok trend? It's Y101, Adam and Allison. Could you hear my sarcasm? Were my eyes rolling loud enough for that? So this big trend now on TikTok is couples confessing things to each other. And it's nothing like super, super serious. One example is a wife telling her husband, when I leave Skitters in the toilet, I blame you, so you have to deal with it.
Gross.
Then he said, my favorite time of year is when Love Island is on, so I can have an hour to myself playing Xbox without being judged.
Ooh.
So, and they're telling each other this and gauging reactions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What is like a big confession that maybe you have made, maybe somebody has made to you that it felt like they dropped a bomb on you?
I was dating someone for a while, and he did a really good job of hiding it. But then he told me eventually that he was colorblind.
Really?
Yeah, and I felt bad that he didn't feel comfortable. Like, he just totally lied about it and was, like, misjudging stuff, but I didn't really catch on to it. I just thought, oh, it's just another guy who doesn't really care about colors.
Yeah, another guy who doesn't respect stoplights.
And then he was like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm colorblind. I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me that from day? Like, I wouldn't judge.
One of the confessions that was on TikTok did get a little bit serious. It says, quote, sometimes I go into our bedroom at night and pretend to fold laundry downstairs so I don't have to help you clean up.
Ew.
And then his wife said that she has pretended to go get a facial when she was actually getting Botox. That was a big confession. 601-995-1017. What's like the biggest confession somebody has made to you, and how did you react? Jennifer said, my significant other accidentally texted me instead of his sister that he wasn't in love with me anymore. I texted back and thought he was texting the wrong person. But he was welcome to come pick up his stuff. We were engaged. I'm now married. He is still single.
Wow, that is a huge bombshell to drop. Like, I don't think I'm in love with my significant other anymore. Oops.
Who's had a bombshell dropped on them? I'm sure everybody. It's Adam and Allison on Y101 601 995 1017. Or were you the bombshell dropper?
One of my best friends from high school, she was like a year into her marriage when she found out that her husband had a child.
What?
That with another person before they got married. And I guess there was like a big custody issue. So he never told her because he didn't like. But then it was able to be worked out to where he was able to see that. My friend handled it with such grace. She took the kid in, and I was like, I don't know that I could have done that. That's massive news to take on.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Olivia texted us and said that my cousin wasn't my cousin. He passed away, and at the funeral, there were all these people I didn't know. I asked my mom who they were, and she said they're his family. He was at all of our family gatherings and seemed to really know everyone, so I never questioned it. Had no idea they weren't related. What would be the bigger bombshell way to find that out? Like at the funeral, or like what if he started dating one of the family members and Olivia was like, oh my gosh, this is gross. This is not okay. What are we? Oh, he's not actually related.
That'd be way worse. This text says it has to stay anonymous. Met a really great guy online, and I was, very vulnerable with him. Talked about my brother's past issues with drugs, and he admitted that he was currently using said drugs. They add, I was traumatized because my brother was struggling, and the guy said, how do you think that I know all that stuff? He was angry at me for being hurt.
Really?
Like,
wow.
Blaming them, be like, how did you not see the signs? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, if somebody, confides in you that your family's having issues like that, and you're also having those issues, don't just go along with it. Don't just, play therapist all of a sudden.
Yeah.